Alright, my friends, it's Hank here, back with another episode. In the last episode, I shot Hancock's people, so let's see how that plays out. Might be some operational blowback here. So let me get my charisma up a little bit in case I have to negotiate. Let's do Barry Mentats. I'll do a little, oops, wrong. I always do the wrong ones. Be great. And let me hit some water. And I guess it couldn't hurt to have a Dirty Wastelander. And a Magnum.
How you doing, killer? Arms tired from all that digging? You know, my strong room is surprisingly empty now.
What? Not hiding behind your little pyro bodyguard? Oh wait, can't. Because I killed her.
Oh, the newcomer kills one of my people. Now you think you got the biggest stomping boots? Okay, let me lay it out for you. No one steals from me. But I gotta admit, you and Bobby pulled one hell of a job. Almost makes me wish I had done it myself. Now, if it was just the money, I'd rough you up, break a few bones, and then we'd be square once you paid me back. But you killed Fahrenheit. That means blood for blood. Fortunately for you, I'm short on muscle, and Bobby was the brains. You track her down, put a knife in her, and get back my, let's say, 1,000 caps, and we'll pretend this was all a misunderstanding.
1,000 caps? No way. 750.
You're really doing this. All right, 750.
That's still a whole lot of caps. How about 500?
You don't know when to quit. I like that. 500 it is.
You know, why not just make it 200? Easier to carry.
Why not? 200. That's as far as this bargaining dance of yours goes.
I'll take care of it.
That was the right answer. Bobby's smart, but not half as smart as she thinks she is. She's been having all her new tidings of wealth shipped to a building in South Boston. That's where you'll be heading. Now go.
Let's see. See what else we can do. I'm going to try and finish these things while I'm here in Goodneighbor. I'm going to talk to Amari.
If you need fixing up, let's get a look.
This is Goodneighbor expanded.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's willing to take on the risks.
Hell, why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
These things look a little too fucking familiar. Next thing you know, I'll be running around stabbing some old people as a kid in the 1950s.
Initiating brainwave
Dressed up
migration
like some
between
kind of
the
psycho
transplant and
clown.
host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
I was such a dummy back then.
This doesn't
What
seem
did
to
I
be
know
what
about
we're
how the
looking
world
for.
worked? I
There
think now
appears
she
to
wanted
be
me to kill
another
her.
intact memory
I should
twisted
have.
in temporal sequence.
Instead, I ended up
There.
running away.
Try that one.
I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down? Suit yourself.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
The Institute? I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention
If
that...
that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't...
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
I think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Nice.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, I'm still human. Better this way, though. But even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was.
Is that your
It wasn't
son?
my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City.
So, good news, I
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. His whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
This might be hard to believe, but I've spent so much time modding the game, I've never actually finished it.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
This better be worth our time.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Excellent.
Take a look. I found something. Be interested.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck, and be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Alright, let's level at 50 here. Let's do a save game real quick. I think I'm going to do armor, or yeah, I can't do armor, so maybe it's time for a strong back or steady aim. This, I'm gonna take a second to think this out, because this is getting pretty crazy up here now. I'll make contact with Automatron. Thinking maybe another couple of ranks in perception, quite frankly, to get to concentrated fire. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that extra rank in perception. And it would be nice to finally get my charisma all the way up to local leader, and that way I can craft those home. I don't think they call it homing beacon, but it's a mod that I've got in. Can't remember exactly what it's called. Where they come pick up your scrap, weapons, whatever. And that way I don't have to hang on to them in the field. I also would like to be able to not hurt my companion. Yeah, let's just take the charisma. We'll go talk to Jack and hit the confront Bobby. We'll talk to Nick, and then we'll head north and see if we can make contact with the automatron.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Nick, are you still in there?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Memory card loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hey.
Goodneighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
The whole world's crazy.
No argument here. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the whole world. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
I'll probably have to pass through that way at some point anyway. It's kind of like along a main route anyway. Let's kill some people.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
Hey, head over there.
I'll get it done.
Excuse me.
You wanted to ask something?
That was...
No problem. Anything wrong?
No.
No problem.
Sure. I want to command you, Kate. I need a different weapon.
Can I help?
Damn it. I got a command for you.
Point.
Whatever. Hey there.
You need to talk.
Nothing else I need.
Damn it. That's
Point
alright.
me.
I'll deal with it myself.
Nice. Just a little pick-me-up myself.
Take a hike. Beat it, chump.
Are we gonna talk this out or I have to shoot you fucking pricks?
Get lost.
Anybody else gonna start shooting? You motherfuckers. Make sure I'm not taking a bleed. I didn't think I would be, not through my armor with those weapons. With the painkillers and everything I just took that has damage reduction on it, so that's why I did that. Probably could handle a little lunch though. Let's see. Let's go with dog meat stew.
Hey, Rufus.
Hey, you find that brewing machine yet? Or you
I'm working on it.
I'll take a look.
Let me show you what I got.
Everything else looks good. All right. I'll do a little wet work before I leave town. Do a little live save, temp save. Get that little MPX working overtime.
Hey, Charlie.
Oi, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Who's the singer?
That is Magnolia, flower of the third rail. Anything you want to know about her other than that is her business. Now, you gonna order?
The third rail. Is this your place?
What? Nah, God. Place is Hancock's. Old Charlie just keeps the floor clean and drinks dirty. So, you buying or what?
What's the word around town?
Well, They say there's a newcomer around here who doesn't understand that I'm a bartender, not a damn news bot. Now, are you gonna drink?
Let's see what you got.
Here's to drowning sorrows. Now that you're liquored up, got a proposition for you. I need a dirty boy to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood on the pavement, bodies in the ground, that kind of thing. Interested?
As long as I don't go sifting through pig shit, now do I?
I might be.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. And don't worry. I'll know when it is.
3 locations? That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Well, I guess we can sweeten the pot a bit. 250.
Too low. Barely covers the risks.
All right, Gov. 300.
More money, Charlie.
Giving me a right kick in the elbows. We'll make it 400, but that's as high as I'm going.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now go out there and bust some heads.
I'm gonna deal with this.
Point out what you need and I'll get right on.
Ah, shotgun will work great for you, Kate. Let's do it. Drink that vodka too.
Yeah, looks like you needed that.
Do a couple of suppressed weapons.
Nice.
Getting rained on over here.
Oh, I'll find you.
The hell? What the?
They got the drop on us.
Someone's gotta be on us.
What, scared already?
Who's it? What?
Something's ghosting us. Deep in the floor with
Which
you.
one of you lost him, huh? Come on out. What was that? Promise I'll only break one of your legs. Huh? Wait a minute. Nothing but nothing over here. Must be losing my mind.
Using your fucking brains. Do a quick sweep of the place. I wonder if they'll leave Synth to... Since I'm carrying the wine, I can turn that ragstag into tasty ragstag. Let's see a cooking station. No, I'm not trying to sit down on the job. I don't think anybody will mind if I take that Nuka-Cola.
Sweet.
Come on! Let's fly! Somewhere.
What?
You can't hide forever!
Shit! Oh, I'll find you. What the?
Yeah, I blew off his legs. He had nothing left.
They got the drop on us. What the?
Shouldn't hide. Ain't very courageous of you.
Not hiding, motherfucker.
Gonna blow!
Brady cat.
Time to step.
Next time you get armed, assholes. Now that I've got that ridiculous fucking, like, it must be 5, almost 6 ranks of commando.
You like old stuff, don't you? Don't see the point. That time's long gone.
I'll have to go back and look at the replay because that was pretty cool. It guy's legs were blown off and he's sitting there trying to shoot. Drop that glass pillar real quick. I think this was the, yeah, this was the poor son of a bitch right here. Now these I can use to draw my own blood. For safe blood packs. So I don't run the risk of cardiac arrest. One more to go.
That's it.
Find it yet? What's the holdup?
There are a lot of boxes, okay? Just hold on to your ass.
It's like all I'm good for is waiting around. Hold.
Sure, I'll stay here while you have all the fun.
Been waiting all
Hold position.
Uh-oh. Looks like a freeze.